Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, when it comes to activities like reading Srila Prabhupada's books or hearing Srimad Bhagavatam class, you have told several times that we are supposed to take pleasure in such activities. So, is it that there is a flat pleasure associated with such an activity which we are supposed to amplify and take, or how is it, Prabhu?
No, you have to take pleasure means, see, anything in this world or eternal world, everywhere, you take pleasure in something. That is, from your side, you are investing pleasure. If that something is also giving pleasure, then that multiplies your pleasure. Suppose something is giving pleasure. Objectively, there is pleasure. Take a rasgulla. There's a pleasure in it, let us say, objectively. But you tell yourself 100 times, I don't take pleasure in taking rasgulla. Then you cannot enjoy even what the rasgulla is giving. Yes or no? Right? So we have our free will, Ananda free will. We should choose to take pleasure in associating with Krishna. If you take pleasure, then that is an investment that you have to make. And it left to the Lord's how much pleasure He multiplies that. Suppose I give you a service, you take pleasure in doing that service to me. I get very happy. Suppose somebody pushes you to do the service and you don't take pleasure in a very grumbling way you are doing. That is, you're not taking pleasure in doing, isn't it? So I don't feel like reciprocating with the person who is grumbling and doing service. I'm just waiting. When will he stop service? I don't want his service. Correct? So taking pleasure is a very important use of our free will in whatever we do for Krishna. Happily we should do. With taking pleasure, we should chant Hare Krishna. Taking pleasure in reading Prabhupada's books, which means you are investing your pleasure potency. We all have Sat potency, Chit potency, Ananda potency in tiny drop. Krishna is the ocean of Satchidananda. We have that. Our tiny drop we should invest. Similarly, when you do service for Krishna, God helps those who help themselves. You got tiny capacity to work. You offer all your ability to work. You will see that miracles will happen because God makes you do so many things. His Sat, His power comes into play. In the same way, knowledge, Sat, Chit, Ananda, Chit. You make your efforts to read Prabhupada's book and try to understand, take pleasure and read his books. But please understand that ultimately what you get is not just what is on this print when you read. From within the heart you get the knowledge. The perspectives that come when you read Prabhupada's books, the same purport you read 5 years before, now you read, another 5 years from now, you will get new perspectives, spiritual perspectives. Where is it coming from? It is a reciprocation from Prabhupada. He lives in his words. He is not frozen with these printed words, these books. They are triggers to the ocean of transcendental knowledge. So that way we have to invest in everything. Even in any material endeavor also. If you don't put, you don't get. But it's not, the karmis think that if they put, what they put, they get. This is karmis thinking. But what we as devotees, we say, no, I put little and God helps me. I put what I can and by His mercy I can do more than what I can do myself. And it is so true when it comes to, if it is coming to the point of, if that service is connected to giving pleasure to Prabhupada and Krishna, then your karma is no limit. You simply have to offer whatever you can and desire, you'll see ways and means, things will happen. Because it's not your work. Your work is limited by your karma. Your desires are limited by your karma. But if you adopt the desires of Krishna, then Krishna has no circles of karma. The only limitation is how much as an instrument I can handle the energy that comes to me from him. We all have a 60 watt light bulb has 60 watts only. Go more voltage, it will fuse, no? So Lord is unlimited, he can give. Unlimitedly he can empower living entities. But can your body, can your mind take that? That's the only limitation. That limitation, in our terminology, when we say your purification, your purified state is your limitation to how much you can do for Krishna. If you're purified, then you can take these energies. If you're not purified, that energies will, you'll not be able to. Like a bulb gets fused, it'll happen.